And what up, what up, what up, what up? Night Trader is here. I was not going to do a live stream today, but I saw just a lot of really nice price action going on. I wanted to support Gamestop and AMC. AMC has been holding strong today, stronger than I thought it would. I mean, just every day I am pleasantly surprised with how much the apes, the gorillas, the apes in Wall Street bets are really holding us down, really keeping this movement going. And I just had to get on and just see if maybe somebody wanted to talk about it with me. I mean, I was sitting here anyway. I was going through all the live streams that everybody's going on right now. Obviously all the YouTubers that I'm always mentioning. Love watching them, so I wanted to see if maybe I could get my own thing going for right now. I was just looking at a whole lot of really good price action going on today. I'm loving it. AMC is just showing such signs of strength. Let's see. So we went into pre-market. We had a quick bump up. Hold on. I have a lot of things around me that just are not working correctly. And so, we have just been holding strong. We hit about 1454 right there. We're looking to break this right now. That's going to really send us to the next levels. The consolidation just looks amazing. It's in an upward channel right now. We had sold off a little bit. We got short attacked multiple times. I mean, let's just see. You can even see how, they've been bringing these down. Look at that, 34,000. Right there. I mean, that's definitely manipulation right there. And then it looks like every 9, 10 or so, there's a good amount of people, I'm sure, taking profits, but there's a lot of short sellers right now. What I do like is that I'm looking at a buy side imbalance, which we always consider positive. Buy side imbalance means that there's way more buy orders than there are sell orders. So there's a lot of people that want to get in at these prices, which just makes us feel better about the price that we're in at. So let me just pull some things out right now. I need to get my portfolio in front of me so I can see what's happening there. I want to be able to get a quick sections for AMC and GME at all times. I have them up on TradingView, which is my preferred platform. I know a lot of people like Webull. I like it too. I just don't like it as well for charting, but it is very good looking platform. Gives you a lot of options, but I'm so used to TradingView that it's just, in my blood to keep coming back to it. So we're looking at AMC right now. AMC is holding strong at 1437. Let's see. Let me get rid of this. This should be showing me. Let me just bring this up. All right, so that's what we're looking for right now. That's AMC at 1436 right now, holding strong. You can see that they tried to sell us off a couple times. We just bought it right back up. VWAP has been a real good level of support, as you can see, going across the last hour or so, just banging right off of it. Looks like I have, I don't remember I definitely didn't put in this line today, so this must be some previous support that we still see. These lines are obviously old lines, and they are still being respected. This line I actually did draw before, and I think this line as well. So those are the only two new ones. But everything else you see is legacy, and they will come into play if we find our prices down towards those areas later or up towards this area. Although I'm not sure. This actually looks fairly new. This is after pre-market, so I must have just drew this morning. I went through like 35, 40 stocks, so I drew a lot of lines, so you never know which one. But I will admit right now that I have gone and decided that I will be, and I've been in it since pretty much, I want to say mid-February, and I believe that at this point we will see AMC and hopefully GameStop as well squeeze. I think that the momentum behind these stocks with their followings is just absolutely unbelievable. And I want to throw my full support behind it. I had said before that I was skeptical, only because, in the past, just going from what I see, a lot of times you can't necessarily trust that people are going to go along. with movements and with anything where you need multiple people to cooperate all at once. The cooperation I have seen in this movement is unprecedented. I don't think we're going to see anything like this again. So yes, I was skeptical before in the beginning. I have been holding AMC and GameStop for over a month now. So it's not that I wasn't there. I just felt that a lot of people were telling me that they were all in, putting all their money in, taking savings out. And, I just felt that whether you feel this is a guarantee or not, you should definitely not put every penny you have and base your entire financial situation on whether these stocks move or not. Now, do I believe these stocks are going to move? Yes. Am I a financial advisor? No. Is this financial advice? No. But when someone comes along and they're like, well, I took out my daughter's college fund and I took out my savings for this and I emptied my 401k and I'm all in on AMC, and I say, well, I love the passion. I want you to hold. I want you to be a diamond hands. I want you to be an ape with the rest of us. But at the same time, I feel like you have to have a little bit of risk management and make sure that you have some cash to the side, whether it to be averaging down, whether it to be to get into another play. You never know. There are, thousands of stocks to choose from. We don't just have AMC and GameStop. That being said, I've been slowly trimming off my entire portfolio outside of a few ones that I really like because I want to focus my full efforts on AMC and GameStop and trying to basically get in at every dip I can and just go ham on these call options. I am recently getting into call options. I had watched some people talk about them. I was skeptical at first as far as whether I needed to be into that when I was already trying to really get my full training wheels off on the stock market itself. I come from a crypto background. I did trade stocks before that, but I, like a lot of people, had some big losses trying to get into the pennies, which is always very, very risky. And then I just kind of let it go and focused on school and work and all that other stuff. But, we all know at this point that the stock market and crypto are both pretty much the best avenues for anyone to gain wealth. It's just what it is. Once you learn the patterns, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but you can really use probability to your advantage in this game. And I feel that, it's my own personal opinion. It's not anybody's advice that if you're not in the market, that you just want to focus on your work and school, and that's how you want to gain your wealth. Maybe you want to have a business. That's fine. Everybody does their own thing. But, what I've realized for my situation to gain the wealth that I want in my life, I feel that this is the quickest route to it. And at the end of the day, it's fun. I find it fun. So I have the marrying of the money aspect. And then, I truly enjoy doing it. I enjoy trading. I enjoy finding out information on companies, doing my due diligence. And then the YouTube aspect, which is just something I recently started, I enjoy that too. Like I said multiple times, I went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, got certified. So this is something that, and I never really did anything with it. I just kind of, went towards other paths that were more lucrative right off the bat. And that's what made sense for me before, but it just shows that you can always bring back an old passion and it might relate to something that you're also doing. And then you have the marrying of, both worlds, or three worlds in that case: trading, making money, and, doing a show, or, talking on the mic, talking to people, and just kind of conversing, getting your personality out there, talking about the things you want to talk about is just something I enjoy. So the marrying of stocks, making money, and talking to people all together, great thing for me. And I am very happy about it. I feel blessed. And all I want to do is kind of show the things that I've learned to help people make money in their lives, and to, be here to answer questions and to help anyone along that might know less than I do. I don't know everything. I was just talking to someone yesterday. I had somebody's son, a friend from work, give me a call, asked me about stocks and what he should do. He was trading Forex at the time. It seemed like he had some success in it. I told him to definitely 100% continue to do that. I did give him my Webull link to get started in stocks. He said he had a link at another brokerage, but I said it's always good to have two accounts, and that is true. I sent him my Webull link, said we could both get 2 free stocks. You should definitely have a second account with some capital available to get into opportunities as they come. And for the most part, I said, it's learning time. You really want to learn what you're doing before you jump in. You don't want to just jump in based on, what YouTubers are saying or recommending or whatever it is. You want to take all of that they're saying, take the knowledge that they're giving you, and then build upon it. And then at that point, make your own decisions from the knowledge that you have gained from not only other people, but from yourself, because you have to put in the work. That's just what it is. You're not going to succeed in most things in life for most people if you don't put in the work. Now, that's not true for everybody, but we're not here to talk about outliers. We're here to talk about the bulk of us. And I am right there in with the bulk of everyone else. I am not an outlier. So I have to work hard to make things work for me. And that is something that I will preach continuously on this channel and in life. I do say, as myself, Bobby Knight, I always try to take out time to help people and share knowledge when they come, when they ask for it. Obviously, don't go around preaching to people like you know something they don't know or whatever it is. But if they come to you and they say, hey, I had spoken to someone and I know you know about this and that's something I want to get into, my suggestion is that you take the time to help that person, because, you always kind of want to be on the right side of every situation. It makes you feel good as a person. And if karma is a thing, then maybe you're building up some karma too. I personally believe in it. It could be true. It could not be true. Not only, am I a optimist, but I'm also very skeptical of everything at the same time. I think that everything should be, gone through with a fine-tooth comb. That's just how I am. That being said, I always do hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So hoping for the best is definitely the most important part of that little tidbit that I just gave you. So without further ado, I would like to talk about stocks at some point and not just bore you to death with my own personal mantras. We're just looking at EMC right now, as you can tell before, and like what I said, we hit 1454. We need to break that 1450 to 1454 range, and then it should be clear skies from there to at least 1480 to 15, which is what I'm hoping for. I would like to end this day over 1450, over 15, and if higher happens, then that's great too. But we have just been having a steady run up. As you can see, we had a huge jump. This looks like right before the end of yesterday's after hours. Going into after hours, and the jump up was amazing. We had a little bit of a sell-off. We held it. We started pre-market this morning. We gapped up 1420, consolidated for a bit, had a drop down, went into this previous legacy channel, broke out of it, broke over VWAP, over our 9-day moving average, hit a top of 1450, banged back down into the market. We had a pretty firm sell-off. There was probably a lot of short selling here. And it looks like we bottomed out at about 1394, 1393. Yeah, so pretty much close. We hit this support. This was resistance. Broke through it on this candle, and then we opened above it, as well as opening above the 9-day moving average. Next candle, we touched the VWAP, got a little bit of a rejection, then broke through it, held above, went to this resistance, which then became support on the way back down, and then we've just been consolidating ever since, very, very healthily and in an upward trend. Do I want to draw any more lines at this point? I don't think that they're necessary right now. I don't remember. must be a legacy line, and that's why it's not matching up perfectly. I do like my lines to match up perfectly, so I must have drawn this before. It looks like I drew this one this morning and this one this morning, so it looks like we were going up in that channel. That was my preference of directions, but either way, we are still holding strong on this trend line, and we are moving upward at a decent pace. We've been holding in the high 1430s for at least an hour now. We would definitely like some more volume and some more strength to come in. Volume has waned down a little bit. I would like to get this a little bit bigger at some point. It's definitely something we want to focus on more. They kind of put it in the background over here, but it's much more pronounced when you look at your Webull. Oh, not really that much more pronounced, to tell you the truth, because they do pull their charts from TradingView. So since they pull their charts from TradingView, why not just go to the origin of where they're pulling from? Now, I just got a news alert. It says, happening now, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is holding his weekly news conference, Watch Live, and that is on CBS News. Also, House Democrats are holding a briefing ahead of expected votes on immigration bills with paths to citizenship for Dreamers and farm workers. Watch Live. That was 1 hour ago, but I'm sure it's still going. Those things take a long time. Now, let's see. So, if we have any questions. Oh, we got somebody here. Let's see. So, Trollmaster, Fictitious Fable of Europa. I like that name. TCDA about to go. ENVB can't beat it. $5 stonk. Systemic compilation of deflation. Pump eval NASDAQ 25.6% buy and hold take profit at $6 share. This message. Okay. All right. I don't know. It seems like you guys are throwing out alerts. I appreciate that. That's cool. They are not financial advisors and they're not giving financial advice, but it looks like they have some things that they are looking to do right there. I'm not sure if you are necessarily real people or not, but if you are, then I appreciate you coming to watch the stream. If you have any questions, just go ahead and throw that in the chat as well. I'm seeing that you, let's see. So this looks more like advice. So that's great. Thanks for coming and sharing that. I appreciate you watching. If you could throw a like and a subscribe, I would appreciate that as well. And if you have any questions, Trollmaster, Fictitious Fables of Europa. I don't know, that name hits me a little bit. And what is it? Niku. Yeah, I welcome you both. Any questions, just go ahead and let me know, and we'll go over that. For right now, we're looking at AMC, GameStop. GameStop looks like it stopped at 209.27. We're holding on this trend line support, and it looks like we are 4 pips in. Well, no, 5 on this line, and we're holding right above it right now, so that is looking pretty nice. We want to kind of bounce off of here and maybe get back to this area and see if we can maybe fight with this resistance. Let me back that out. I want to put my RSI back to that size. AMC as well. Oh, AMC just had a hell of a wick. It looks like it broke down into this channel, but immediately got bought back up on both of these supports. And looks like we have a legacy 0.5 from a previous Fibonacci. But this actually looks like this has happened a few times. They are going for a short attack right now is what I'm thinking. Let me see. I don't have a level 2 in front of me right now. Let's look at AMC on, I do have my level 2 on AMC. We do have a buy side imbalance as well, which we always like. So there's a lot more people trying to buy than there are trying to sell. And it looks like that wick came right down to the 200 EMA, but the 200 EMA smacked that baby right back up. Now they are fighting at VWAP right now, which is this, yellowish orange line right there in the middle. I usually like to make it dots over on TradingView. Although it looks like I changed it to a line right now. So VWAP is being fought over right now, and it is holding up our candle. We're at 1431. We were in the high 30s for about an hour or so. Let me just go ahead and take a look down. All of my options, I have a March 19th option at a $14 strike. I am down at that right now, but let's see. Where did I get in? I didn't get in at the best price. Looks like my trade price was 88 cents. It's trading between 75 and 77 right now. So I'm down on that, even though we are in the money on that call. So But that's not a big deal. I'll wait to see when that baby comes back up. As long as we, maybe this is a small correction that we're going through. This does happen through the day. This is pretty normal. So we definitely want to recover from this as soon as possible. It looks like these supports are really coming into play as we sell off, or most likely are being short attacked. Let's see. Let me just go back real quick and see what the sell walls are looking like. All right, so we have 29, 30. They have them all the way up, so they're barely laddering in 5-cent increments anymore. They're just going in 1 penny increments, because these are, are these regular people? Maybe. I don't necessarily think so. I think that those are larger institutions with a large amount of shares selling off, trying to make it seem like we are bringing the price down, which we most likely are not. We are all diamond-handed, and we are rocking and rolling. RSI down to 30. It looks like it's taken a real nice turn, actually. I like this little turn right here, and hopefully we can get a V and start banging that baby back up, and people are considering this 14.29 a buying opportunity. Now, if we do come into break 14 under between 13.50 and I would say between 12.50 and 13.50, I'll be a buyer and definitely increase my position. Like I said, I am going to be going all in on AMC from this point forward, and actually it's been for a few days forward. Like I said, my thoughts on it were a little shaky for the last month, considering that we saw a couple crazy sell-offs. I didn't buy nearly as much GameStop at 40 as I should have. I did buy some of it, but I'll tell you, I am all in on this movement at this point. I have been completely convinced, even though I'm watching a crazy sell-off right now. But like I said, we're most likely getting a short attack. This is par for the course. If you're not used to this, if you're not ready for this, then AMC and GameStop just aren't for you. There's many other stocks to go to. That's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm in other plays as well. But these seem to be a situation that I don't feel is going to ever happen again, especially with the DTCC rule coming into effect, where the hedge funds will have to show their numbers on shorts so that they can get a hold on the percentage of naked shares that are out there, and kind of curtail that a little bit, because that is in most cases an illegal practice that they were doing. Hold on one second. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. I had been holding it at my mouth for about 3-4 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and drink that real quick. All right, so AMC, a little bit of a sell-off, going down to 14.24. Not a big deal. We are still strong. You could see we gapped up on this next candle in the 1 minute immediately. Already back in the green, loving it. And people are seeing this as a buying opportunity. Let me just go look to the left. At some point, I will incorporate other screens into it, like my Thinkorswim screen. But it just hasn't been something that I have done yet. I almost exited out. Let me back out of that. I'm still getting my, I want to say, training wheels off on this YouTube thing more than anything. I'm still trying to figure out the programs, the art. I have done it all myself with a few, free services. Nothing completely from scratch. That's just not where my talent lies. My talent lies in the few things that I do have degrees in, and trading is my passion. And I definitely feel like, considering the returns that I've gotten myself in the past, that I can definitely be of help to some people in the future. So, excuse me. So now, to go back to what we were looking at, we are seeing a little nasty sell-off right now, down to 419, 420. Let's see if we have any support in the past. We do have support right here. And let me just go ahead and throw this line down so we can visualize it. Whoa, that's vertical. I could have swore I chose horizontal. All right, so horizontal line, we'll just go ahead and put that line. Let's see, are there any other areas besides that one? Well, we're getting close, getting pretty close. Let's see. So, yep, there is some support in the past. So let's just go ahead and put that right there. And then there is, let's change that to red, because we do not want to go under there right now. But if we do, it's not the biggest deal. But look at that. 2 200 EMA is holding up our candle right now. Hopefully we see some buy pressure come in. I did see a buy side imbalance before. There is still a buy side imbalance over here, which means there's way more shares that people are trying to buy than sell currently. Look at that. That's beautiful. So I'm not worried about this little short attack. You can tell by these share numbers. Let's see. I'm sure there's a monstrous buy sell wall somewhere. Do I not have all the rows? Can I get more rows? Nope, that's the most rows. So I'm sure at 1450 there's probably something like 30,000, but they continuously move it down. That's just how they do it. You can see that they're continuously moving down the price, and just look at the speed at which this is moving. This is not human hands. These are algorithms, and these are hedge funds, high frequency traders, people on Wall Street trying to bring this price down below 14, most likely to mess with the $14 strike and below on all the options that are expiring tomorrow. I do have some in the money call options right now, but for some reason they are down. I only bought 2 of them. I just wanted it to dip in. I got 2 March 14 strikes, and they are in the money right now, but they are not profitable as we speak. I was hoping that we would see some more strength later in the day, which I believe we will, and those will come back up. But like I said, I only bought 2 of them. It was only about a $30, $40 profit at the most when they were at their highs, and I was like, you know what? Let me just see if I can pull a little bit more out of that. Will greed overtake and make me lose? It's possible. It's possible. And if that happens, that'll just be another, what was it? About $88. So 170 something, $180 lesson. So you pay for school, you pay for lessons. It's just life. It's how it goes. Now, I definitely do not like the way that this looks, but this was to be expected. We definitely broke our line of support right here. All right, and we are continuing to have a small sell-off. Let me just take a look at my level 2s on Thinkorswim. Let's see. So it looks like some huge sell walls at 1409. Up, and they're now bringing it up to 1411, 1412. So it looks like we're having a turnaround. RSI was completely oversold to the max. Oh my! So we waited all the way down to the 20s, 21, and it looks like it was about to W on us, but it didn't make it quite down, and now everything is starting to point up. I'm liking that, but let's just keep that going. Let's see, we also are starting to cross on the MACD. Oh, we're not starting to cross quite yet, but when we do, we will see a green dot and we will be back in positive area. Looks like we went down to as low as 14.7 locally. We were lower before, but I basically am going, I like to keep it, hour by hour just to, really gauge what's going on. Sometimes I'll even drop this lower, but the minute is pretty accurate. When you're trying to gauge where the price is going to go within a small period of time. If I wanted to look at the, a more of a larger view on things, I would bring it up to the 4-hour, the 6-hour, the 12-hour, or the daily. Most likely the daily. That's usually your best indicator of the direction of a stock. And then if you want to go weekly and monthly, that could be your long-term. You could do some long-term analysis from that as well. It just depends on what your preferences are and what you're looking to figure out. Now, we are seeing some price strength come back in. Volumes coming up on the green side. We are about, looks like we hit our 200 EMA, and we are now being held back by it. But we did wick over it, and hopefully we can get another candle right above this 200 EMA, and we can ride it back, break VWAP, and then hopefully ride this trend line up, is my hope. Anybody has any questions, please go ahead and throw them in the chat. I will be watching this for a while. I did want to just jump on real quick and talk a little bit, see if I can get anybody on the channel, get some more live stream hours in, some more experience for myself, and then I'll most likely be making a video a little bit later today. It'll be my first actual video that isn't a live stream, and I'm excited about it. There are a few options I have. I was working on a series called Averaging Out of a Hole. for a friend, and that's most likely what I'm going to be doing. But you never know. I change my mind at a moment's notice. Sometimes I'm interested in this. Maybe I'll feel like I may want to make a video on that. We'll see what happens. But for now, we are streaming live, and anybody that wants to come in and join the conversations, please, I welcome that, and I welcome your questions at any point. You just go ahead and throw them in the chat. If you want to talk about any stocks, if you want to talk about any due diligence, if you want to see what's hot, if you want to talk about AMC and Gamestop, which is the main focus of today, you know, that I would love. If you want to talk about Tesla, Tesla's one of my favorites as well. Kind of a little shaky today, but that's okay. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling. We are moving. We are still seeing some decent strength, even with this sell-off. Looks like I'm getting a call right now. Just hold on. Let me just see who this is. Nobody I know, so I'm just going to go ahead and back out of that. All right, so let me get my portfolio up on my phone. I like to utilize every screen that I have at my disposal without spending any more money on any crazier equipment for the trade station. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing? We are having a little bit of we have hit green on the 1 minute on the MACD. Not always the best indicator. It is lagging, but we have hit green. We have crossed, so our buy side volume is coming up. And like I had said before, if we look at Webull, you can see that there are impaired shares. There is a buy side imbalance on the imbalance locator that they have in their program. So do I want to draw anything here? Now I'm just going to keep these nice and neat. I'll keep all of my drawing over on TradingView, but we are in an upward channel right now, and we are finally showing some price strength. We're getting close to the 50 of the 50 fair value point of the RSI. We are turning a little bit right now. This fade is to be expected on the way back up. They will be fighting this as we go. You can see that they have some big sell walls that people are gobbling up. Hopefully we can just rip right through these and go all the way. Now this is what we're talking about right there, 16. That's what I'd like to see, 16, 17 even by the end of the day. Maybe get rid of these March call options that expire Friday in the money at some decent profits, and then please don't exercise them. I don't want to give up any of my AMC. You can see I have a small position on Webull. There was an issue. I did have more shares, which just seemed to disappear. I didn't know what the deal was. Apparently, there was some sell orders that I had set in the past, and since I don't use Webull too often, I didn't notice that they were there. We wicked down yesterday, and I actually lost some of my shares that I did not want to lose. I did make money on them, and then I immediately bought them back on Ameritrade, and I'll be buying more today. I do want to get in. I do feel like we are going to have another sell-off at some point or a short attack, so I am looking to buy again in between the 12 and 1350 area. Once we get back into the 13s, if I feel like there's no better chance, or if we don't actually even hit 13s, I might just pull the trigger and just start nibbling on some more, because I really want to get back to I was at 1200. I'm back down to about 700. I want to get about 5,000 AMC before the really huge move happens. I'm at an average right now on, let's see, I'm at an average right now on Ameritrade at 943, and my average on, and these are, God, I got these 60 shares were the original 60 that I bought. God, I don't even know how long I've had them, but I think my average, 881. So it was a while back that I grabbed those. But I want to increase on Ameritrade. That's where my main account is. This is really just my play account, or if I see something happening at 4 in the morning that I can't do on Ameritrade, Webull is always a great option for that. It's my secondary account. It looks really good. They have some really good resources for you, top gainers, active, most active, hot ETFs, stocks that hit their 52-week high, hot stocks. They got the heat maps for you, everything there. So it's a really good service. I really do like it, and it's really good looking too. A lot of people use it for their YouTubes. I don't necessarily like charting on it all the time, but I always come to it to check out different things I might need, and I have a similar setup to what I already have on my trading view. So if we back up again, let's see. So we are fighting in the 1420 area right now. Let me take a look at my level 2s. It looks like my level 2s on Ameritrade were between 1422 and 1423, so we're back on the ride up. Let me just go ahead and pull this back. And like I said, eventually I'll go ahead and incorporate my Thinkorswim screen into my main area screen over here as well. I just want it to be neat and maybe in the corner or something. I'm still trying to figure out how all this works and the best way to populate my screen when I'm recording. Now, if we look at FinViz real quick, you can see that the Dow just blasted off out of nowhere, and it's still riding its way up. The NASDAQ is been pretty much consolidating in this area the entire day, and the S&P is up a good amount. Now, I'm seeing negatives over here. This doesn't really look negative. Maybe it's from where it started, or maybe it's from the day before, but 0.5% up, 191 points on the Dow. The Dow is definitely holding our momentum over through all the markets. Looking back at Webull, we can take a look real quick, and we see that everything is in an upward trajectory right now, coming into the lunch hour and 5 minutes into the lunch hour on Wall Street, when we normally see our sell-offs, which is probably about 15 minutes before 12 is when we started selling off on AMC, is what I'm seeing on Thinkorswim. Let's see what else is going on out there. Now, I got a lot of stocks in my portfolio to talk about. I got a lot of stocks to, like I said, I want to get rid of a few of them. So I have been averaging down so that I can focus more on AMC and Gamestop, because those are the stocks I want to focus on at the moment. We did see a huge run up today from JFin, which I've added to my watch list. JFin had a low of 530 and a high of 1360, sitting at 996, 999. It's fighting in that area right now. If you got in on that, then I am proud of you. I'm not getting into momentum plays anymore. I don't seem to, I can, even when I time them correctly, it still doesn't work out. So I just realized there's certain things I can't do. I need to focus on the things that I can do, perfect those, and then slowly move into the things I can't do and then start getting those. So I've realized that momentum plays is 7 out of 10 times don't work out for me, and I'm just trying to dig myself out of them. I mean, I'm looking at 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4. Well, that one I got all out of with a profit, and those I'll just ride. I'm not going to count that. So 3, 4 momentum plays that I'm still trying to get out of as we speak. I'm probably holding these. I'm bag holding these for a while now, and that's just a mistake I wanted to share with you. I'm not infallible. I'm still, I'm still learning every day new stuff. I mean, I know a lot, and people come to me all the time and ask me questions, and then I explain it, and then I even have to dumb it down because sometimes it's a little, a little bit too much above their head as far as the terms, but like I said, every single day I'm learning new things. There's always things that I want to get better at. We all need to improve every single day. Even when you're an expert and you have 10,000 hours, that's something you could still get another 10,000 hours. So we're seeing, looks like this turned pretty quick on the 1 minute. So we definitely don't like that, but we are about to look like a double bottom with a W. So we might be able to recover from here very nicely. Now, this looks pretty similar to right around here where we had hit the support and then banged back again, and then we had some consolidation. So maybe hopefully we can get some strength, break above the 9 EMA, break above this trend line support, get in this channel, break above this legacy support, which is just below the VWAP, and then maybe ride that VWAP up this trend line. That's what we're hoping for. So that's what's happening right now. If we go over to GameStop's actually faring a little bit better. It's holding pretty strong at 208, although we have seen big declines from our tops today. Not that big over here, actually. We were about 218.88. I think we were a little higher up in the pre-market. No, doesn't look like it. So that was our top for GameStop. So we're actually holding up pretty well, only about $9 away from the high of the day. Our high of the day, we're about 40 cents or so. Yep, 40 cents as we speak from our high of the day. Not too bad, pretty close to our bottom of the day. But I think we closed yesterday at, let's see, what did we close yesterday at? AMC details. Yeah, so we closed yesterday at 1356, so we are doing pretty well comparatively, and we are continuing our uptrend even with this little bit of a sell-off. I don't expect us to leave this channel. If we do have support in actually more areas than even I have marked. I erased a bunch, but pretty strong support down here at 1367, and I'll be a buyer in this area if we end up breaking support. So either way, not bad. If we go up, that's good for what I have. If we go down, that's good for what I want to get. You always have to look at the positive, and you always have to be active when you are in the market and you are actively trading. Now, let me just pull up another few things around me. I want to make sure, I don't know, all of my stuff is just turning off at once. That's not a big deal, but I just want to make sure my screens are all on so I know what's going on at all times. Just going through a few things on my other screens right now. It looks like we are now having a fight in the 18 and 17 area on AMC, which you can see right here. And I can show, no, is this not moving? Could see we're having a little bit of a fight. 1420 now. Okay, so still people buying, still people slapping the ask. They're slapping the ask, but we are currently having a fight right now in that 18 and 19 area. Although it looks like a lot more people are buying than selling. So don't pay attention to these arrows. These are all just some, I am way overly indicated over on Thinkorswim. It's not what I chart on. It's just, I like having those open so that they're configured the same as my app, so that when I am looking at a few indicators, they are over here and I can compare them to the app when I'm using it. Now we're back at 1414. It looks like we're having a little bit of a sell-off again. Let me just move this back so I can get an entire view of it. And we have some pretty monstrous sell walls at 1415. They are just edging it down, but we've seen it before. We hit the 13s this morning. I still expect us to hold pretty well at that high 13, low 14 area. And you could see that red dot quickly became a green dot on the MACD in the multi-time frame. So you could see we had our little cross here, went up, dipped for a second, had red, thought we were going to go down, but nope. We turned that right around right there because the buyers are coming in force. The bulls are back in town. Okay, so let me just go ahead and pull back my live streaming, see if there's any chat. There's nobody chatting right now. Looks like I still just only have those two messages from, I don't know if those are real people or not. They haven't said anything since. They just kind of said some stuff. I guess that's what happens when you have a brand new channel. Not a big deal. At least somebody's saying something. Thank you, even if you're a bot, for throwing something on there for me. Anybody that has any real questions, that would be great as well. If Mo's around, my original fan, who was there on, I think, day 2 of my stream, and then every stream after that except for the one yesterday. We'd love to hear from him. Anybody else that has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we will address them. I do get bored pretty quickly. I could be watching other chats where there's actually action happening. So if I don't get a lot of action happening in the next, little bit of time, I'll probably kind of back off of the live stream, turn it off, and go into another live stream that's popping, and then continue my trading for the day, because that's what I'm doing one way or the other. That's what I am doing one way or the other. So, but I do like to converse with people. So if there is anybody out there, I do beg you to go ahead and say something, ask something, anything really, that we were give us something to look at besides just the regular old price action. So let's take a look at some other stuff and see if there's anything else we want to talk about on my own. Okay, so in the top losers for the day, top gainers, I actually got this ticker yesterday. I probably should have jumped in on it. I remember adding it to my watch list because I looked at it when I added JFIN this morning and OLO was on there. So it looks like, let me just go ahead and get these up by volume. So OLO is not in the top of the volume, but it is a top gainer. So let's see what's active. Sundial, so now that looks more like my list. Let's go ahead and bump up the volume. All right, HCMC's got the highest volume, over 1 billion again. Looks like, wow, 213 billion. Is that even more than that? Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, 2,130,000,000 for HCMC in volume. Looks like 237 million for Sundial. Blue Sphere just under that. I don't know how they have so much. Oh, they have a lot of momentum. I'm sorry, a lot of volume, but wow. Somebody recommended Blue Sphere to me last week, but I just kind of forgot about it because there's so many stocks and I didn't really see anything inherently valuable off the bat. But it's number 3 in my giant watch list in volume right now. It's at 0.001 cents right now. 0.005 cents. Okay. So I'm not sure, though. I mean, I've looked at the company. I did some DD, actually. It actually looked pretty good, but the price action doesn't make any sense to me. And when that happens, I just kind of back off because that's when I get screwed. It's because the DD kind of makes sense to go in, but the price action doesn't match it. So you just kind of have to walk away when there's something shady happening that you don't understand. And I don't, even when I don't understand something, there are certain times where I'll just be like, well, I don't understand how that's happened, and I'm just going to walk away from it. So. Okay, so AMC still rocking and rolling. Actually, let's go back to this. So NYSE is one of our top actions today. I heard somebody talking about that before. TCAT we saw just wrecking it. I think TCAT was like $5 yesterday, and now it's at 39. I was scared to get into it when it was in the 20s because I thought it was going to turn on me. So that was a mistake. But like I said, you got to be real careful with those momentum plays. They turn on you on a dime, and then they'll never go back, at least, for a long time to wherever it is you got in on. So you got to be careful when you're dealing with those. Okay, so that's all we got right there. It looks like we got a little bit of a jump on the NASDAQ. The Dow is still seeing a steady rise, even though there's a little bit of a pullback on the S&P as well, but still everything is going in a positive direction, except for AMC right now, which is still fighting its way to stay in the 14s, but it is fighting hard. The diamond hands will prevail. That's what I believe, and I just think that we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it in the end. So they can short all they want. Not a big deal. Let's see how Gamestop is faring. Gamestop is faring even better. It was riding this legacy trend, but it is faring and make its own bottom right now. Hopefully we can hold this line and continue our way back up, break through this trend line resistance, break through this VWAP, break through this 200 EMA, and obviously, before all that, break through this 9-day EMA and just blast ourselves up. We are looking red on the MACD, which I don't like, but we are getting low in the RSI, which means that hopefully we will reset at some point and go back to the top. Okay, so AMC is still fighting. We're seeing a green candle finally. That's great. We are hopefully going to continue that momentum up. We're going to break through this resistance, break through this 200 EMA, and ride that baby all back up. That's what we're hoping for. Let's see. Is there anything else going on? Let's see. Let me look around. There are a lot of stocks out there that are doing some crazy things, but I really just want to focus on AMC and GameStop. And actually, let's look at Tesla real quick. Let's take a look at the price action. Tesla looks like it took we have a double bottom here, actually. It looks like Tesla rejected both times. I'm just going to make that right there. I know that this is a little bit under, but this is a good, it looks like 673. Tesla's just not having it, and Tesla's now coming back. Broke through VWAP and the 200 EMA for a second. We're above the 9-day moving average, so that is showing price strength, but we need to break through these two moving averages to continue our continuation up. I don't have any trend lines or anything drawn right now, but I don't see the point at this very moment. I have some stuff, some legacy, it looks like, above us. So let's see if maybe we can get some more volume in coming into the end of lunch over at Wall Street and going into our next hour in the market. Looks like we're riding this. I actually just wrote this. So yes, this is why I put that there. Okay, sometimes I get ahead of myself. Let's see what else is going on. Let's look at my positions. So let's see what has the most volume in my positions. Well, Bitcoin we know is going to have the most volume. VPDF, what's going on with that? VPDF, I have to, honestly, I don't even remember buying this, but this is actually looking pretty good. It's riding its 200 EMA pretty good. Let's see, am I actually up in this stock? Nope, still down in it. They're not really moving on Ameritrade. I don't know what's going on over there, but this chart looks really good from what I'm looking at. This is a 1 minute. Today is the 18th. Oh, looks like there's a text I mixed. Oh, it's just a robocall about my car's warranty. Love hearing those. Okay, not a big deal. So this is riding the 200 EMA really, really well. Let's see if it is above its 9-day MA right now. It's kind of in the middle of VWAP and it's 9 days, so this is a pretty strong chart. Hopefully this stock will make some sort of a rebound in the future. Now, it's not being reflected on my Thinkorswim app, even though it's saying that it's at 0.42. I have 100 shares of this at 0.32. I'm not sure what's going on, though. It's not registering for some reason. Something's weird with it. We'll see what happens. But it looks like this is a strong chart, a strong stock. I believe in the company when I did the due diligence. I don't remember specifically what they do. I believe that they were... Let me get some information on these guys right in front of me. Here's the details. Here's the news. All right. Well, nothing's coming up for me right here. Press release. So VenturePoint Diagnostics. That's right. They were making diagnostic systems, and they were publishing first results using VenturePoint heart analysis system in pulmonary arterial hypertension in prestigious medical journal. So they are a medical play. Hold on 1 second. It looks like we got some news. Breaking news. The European Union's drug regulator says AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine is safe to use. So hopefully we'll have some positive price action on that. Everybody loves when vaccines are doing their job. We have an alert 28 minutes ago. Tesla shares are trading lower as rising yields weigh on growth names. And Tesla is definitely a growth name. Do we have any questions from anybody out there? No questions yet. All right, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and move back. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick, since I'm still heavily into Bitcoin and I feel like Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin has recently, it looks like, gone on another tear. This is our 1 minute chart. So 57,000, just right at 1202. We were at 57,748. Right now we are sitting at 59. So in the span of about 20-30 minutes, $2,000 was added to the value of Bitcoin. So just imagine if you had longed it from right there. That's the beauty of these charts. Let's see if that's something we could have predicted. Now, we did see it go up there and get rejected at 200 EMA, go up there, get rejected again, go up there, get rejected again, and finally broke. Here was our confirmation. Probably would have got scared off right here, but then you see that there's a continuation, sell off, continuation, break through a VWAP, and it just rode the 9 all the way back up. So yeah, I mean, it's very possible that that you could have saw that happening. Obviously, you see the volume right there, but it came in very, very late. But yeah, that's just what Bitcoin is. It's volatile, and it is a beautiful, beautiful thing that makes people a lot of money. But only know what you're doing before you go into something like that, because the volatility is absolutely crazy. Look at that, $791 change. I mean, that's just not something you see in stocks. So be careful when you're dealing with it. But I always suggest, not financial advice, but I would definitely get a little Bitcoin somewhere down the line at a good price. A little expensive right now, but who knows? It might never be this cheap again, and it might go down $10,000 tomorrow. We never know. We never know. If somebody asks me, then maybe I'll do some investigating into it and talk about it. But until then, or until I make a video about it, we're just going to keep moving and moving on. Back to AMC, which is my focus of the day. Looks like we came back up to this trend line channel resistance, bounced off of it at 1422, and now we're just kind of bouncing between the 1422 and the 1413 support. Hopefully, as I said it broke the support down to 1410. Not the biggest deal. We do have another spot right here where we reject it, so hopefully we stay above this line right here. Since we only have really, looks like we have a couple touches, still something I don't need these everywhere, so I'll probably get rid of some of these once we break either down, once we break above this and start getting over in this area. I'll get rid of some of this stuff, just to neaten the charts up a little bit. Okay, so what else do we have? Any questions from anybody? Please leave them in the chat. Any questions from anybody? Please leave them in the chat. And if you wouldn't mind giving us a like and a subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it might get me in front of one or two of the thousands of people that are on the other streamers right now. I would love that. And I would love to, add some value to your day. I'd love you to watch and get some value out of my videos. I'd love for you to come in with some questions. And even if I don't know the answer, I'll sit here with you and we'll do the due diligence together. We'll search it out together. I'll tell you what I do to find answers when I don't know the answers to the questions, and we'll just do it together, and we'll learn together and earn together. It's like it says on my main page, learn together and earn together. That's what this channel's about, and that's what I'm about. I am getting a little bit bored talking just over and over and over, so I'll probably end the stream soon. I did just want to go on real quick. I knew I couldn't possibly compete with the big names that are streaming right now, but I did want to get a little bit of streaming in, and that is what I'm doing. I do kind of want to focus on my portfolio as well. So I'll be rocking and rolling with that. I will be trading all day. That is what I do. Maybe I'll go on a break or something, see if maybe we can pull some people in outside of that. I'm probably going to take a break in a minute because I have been staring at the chart since about 6 in the morning. So let's see. Maybe we'll play some music. Maybe I'll be right back. Is anybody there? Does anybody want to talk about anything? Anybody there? I see 2 concurrent viewers, but I don't see anybody saying anything. Anybody want to say anything? Let me know. And I am 100% down to answer your questions in any way, and we could talk about whatever you want. Hopefully it's about AMC and Gamestop, but like I said, nothing's off the table. We can talk about whatever you want. Let's just not get into politics, and let's keep everything nice and civil. All right. So, with that being said, I'm still not hearing anything from anybody, and that's okay. It is to be expected. I'm going to go ahead and put my be right back sign on, which I just learned how to use. Let me see. Where is that? Be right back. Bam. There it is. Stay tuned. Be right back. I'm going to throw a little bit of music on, throw my mic on mute, and then I'll be back in a little bit. If some people come, maybe we'll continue with the stream. If nobody comes, maybe I'll close it down, join some other streams that are popping, watch that and trade along with them. And as long as I'm making money, I'm happy. And I know eventually, just because I have the passion for this, that this channel will be a success and we will get the people watching and asking the questions. It might not be my time yet, and that's fine. Patience is a virtue, and everyone who is patient does get rewarded. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and throw some music on for you to chill to, and I will be back at some time. I don't know. Once people start asking questions, I mean, I'll be around here looking at this. So if somebody comes and wants to talk, then I will be here to talk. If not, then like I said, I'll go ahead and close this baby down, maybe make a video myself to put out later and join the streams that are popping so that I can trade along with the rest of the apes from Wall Street Bets. Anyway, good luck to everybody. I will still be here for a little while. So stay tuned if you are here. Let me throw on some beats that you can jam to. And besides that, I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and I will talk to you soon. Peace. And we are back. I am back. I am here to say what's up. I was just checking out a few things, taking a quick break. We're probably going to close down the live stream soon. There's a lot of things going on right now that I would like to check out myself, because I am always liking to learn, just like anybody else that might be checking out this channel. Okay, so let's take a real quick look. Let's get Mometic out of here real quick. We'll go ahead and add this back into there. And we'll go take a quick look at GameStop and AMC. Let me just separate these real quick. Bring back our watch list. Okay, so AMC right now is still it's still back, doing pretty well, coming back from its lows of the day. It's I'm sorry, not lows of the day, but the local low at 1404. It seems like it's fought its way back to 1417. We hit about 1427. We hit this channel resistance and then just banged back, and now we're being held up under the 9-day MA and the 200-day EMA. So that's where we're at right now. Volume is pretty stagnant right now, so we definitely need some of that to come back. We're sitting currently at 42 on the RSI, and our MACD is to the downside. Looks like we had a little bit of a, what I like to call death cross. That's normally reserved for a 50-day MA and a 200-day EMA crossing, but for the MACD, I like to use the terms golden and death cross on the 1 minute, just to reference these red and green points. The green point will be the golden cross. The red is the death cross. And that really just means, hey, we're on the way up or we're on the way down locally, you know, momentarily. So right now we are losing the fight a little bit, although we are seeing these wicks. Looks like we're getting some quick buy-ups as soon as the shorts come in. It looks like, ooh, they are going in real heavy. I'm looking to the right now. This is strange. So I'm seeing a big, it says 1417 on my trading view. Let me pull up Webull real quick. It says 1399 on my Ameritrade. So let's see what's correct. So $14. So we're above 14 on Webull. Still trying to load. We're breaking 14 on Ameritrade as well. Looks like we're just lagging a little bit on TradingView for whatever reason. Let's see, is the same thing happening here? I don't see any timer going. Oh, I see a timer going there. So it looks like we're still getting... It looks like we're just having some technical difficulties again. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, I'm probably going to bring the stream to the close about now anyway. Concentrate on my portfolio for the rest of the day, and I'll check out some really great live streams going. Oh, Mo, hey, man, how you doing? You came in right at the end. I was just about to shut it down. Not really a lot going on today. How are you doing, my man? Are you doing well? How's the market treating you? You go ahead and I'll give you some time to answer that. We're in a little bit of a lag because of some streaming issues, but I will wait for your answer. And hey, what's going on? Anything you want us to go over today? How is your GME situation? I've been doing good. Still on that GME train. You're still holding strong with your full position. How many shares were you sitting on again? And what was that price? I thought you were in the twos, I think last time, maybe 150s. I'm not sure. Look at these lines. It just rides them so well. All right, while we're waiting for him to hear that and answer, we'll go ahead and go to AMC real quick. Oh no, we can keep GME over here. Go back to AMC over here. AMC is still fighting, although these numbers seem to be incorrect. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Webull. Looks like Webull's not loading too great either. It seems like Ameritrade's doing just fine. So I'm looking at 1406 on Ameritrade, 30 at 309. Okay. Had a chance to exit last week, but not greedy. 30 at 309. All right. Well, I'm hoping that we get to that 1,000 or that 2,000 that everybody's looking for. I've decided, I don't know if you had rewound at all, but I've decided to go a little bit less on the skeptical side and basically go all into the movement. Not necessarily with GameStop. I still believe in it. It is a little rich for my blood to get the amount that I want. So I've just been basically focusing on AMC and focusing on AMC calls. Yeah, so that's the new thing I've been going in now. I've been going into options a little bit. Hasn't been doing anything last few days. Yeah, we've been a little stagnant, although we've had a little bit of an uptrend. It's just been slow. And there's been some sell-offs and some, what do you call them, short attacks during the way, but we all expected that to happen. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not having my charts load. Let's see. Oh, I am here, so let me get rid of that. I completely forgot. And get rid of that. All right. So, this is not... How come nothing's loading? I see it moving here. Maybe I have too much stuff open. I'm not sure. Looks like we have a good connection now. So this should be loading any second. Let me bring it back down. Let's see if this says... let's reload these both. I think the stimmies have gone into AMC just because of the share price. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You know, that's why I think I've decided to focus more on AMC than GameStop. I still believe that they're both going to do it. But I'm focusing, like, as far as my buys, they're going all into AMC at this point and AMC options. I'll probably do some GameStop options at some point, but it's just easier for me to focus kind of on, you know, one situation at a time. So I will continue to hold my GameStop shares. Would you want 7 shares of GameStop or 140 of AMC? 140 of AMC would be my choice. So yeah, that's what I would do. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Oh no. What's going on? So how is my stream running but my internet not working? That's some sort of magic voodoo. Come on. All right, looks like we just had a momentary lapse. All right. So yeah, listen, Mo, definitely happy that you're here. But like I said, I am getting ready to shut down the stream for the day. There's some really good streams going on right now with Trey's Trades and Andrew Mo Money. I think they're simulcasting right now. So if you guys need somewhere to go, or if you need somewhere to go after this, that's what I would recommend. I'm probably going to watch a little bit of that while I firm up my portfolio a little bit. There's a few options I got to figure out what I'm going to do with. And like I said, I did my streaming for the day. I feel pretty good. All right, my man, definitely catch me on the next run. I'm going to start making some videos soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, but it just keeps falling to the wayside. I'm happy that you came. I hope you have a good day. I hope we get to that money that you need and we rock and roll. Go ahead and leave a comment and a like if you can. Any questions, of course, leave them in the chat or leave them in the comments, and I will address them on the next stream or in the next video. Besides that, I hope Mo has a good day. I want to call out Mo, say hope you have a good day. And anybody else that's been here, you know, I've got this image of you as the Hoff standing next to Kit. That would be cool. I wish I was as tall as that dude. But it's very possible I might make a graphic or something of me standing next to some sort of car with Kit's little light going back and forth. Yeah, I found that GIF and I just had to incorporate it into the channel. It was just something that kind of came off the cuff. All right, so anyway, Mo, I hope you have a good day. I'm going to close this down. Anybody else that's been here, I hope you have a good day as well. Continue to hold strong on AMC and GameStop. Let's keep getting that money. And for now, you two take care, Mo. Night Trader out. Everybody have a good day. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.